Hey fight fans, Dr. Don Four here again. Let's talk a little bit about on how you're going to go about deciding your MSA 698 research topic. This is critical. You've got to do it early and you have to make sure that you do it right the first time so that you don't have to backtrack because you've got a little bit of flexibility in your first 4 weeks when you're writing that first paper, but you don't have a lot of time to change. So it's critical that you put a lot of thought into your research topic. And this should be fun. This is your opportunity to look at something that you've always wanted to look at, a new project, new feasibility, new process for your organization. So sit back, relax, and let's talk a little bit about how you might choose that. Okay? And this is from the earlier handout, but this basically is a roadmap for what you're going to do this term. You're going to start out with your major organization issue, something that you want to work on, and then you're going to follow the core courses and write about it. You're going to take that topic, you're going to come up with the main research questions for your issue overall, and then you're going to look at the strategic implications using your management MSA 603 course as a guideline. You're going to move to the MSA 601, the organizational dynamics and human behaviors, and you're going to apply those concepts to your major issue. Then down to admin, globalization, and multiculturalism, diversity, and et cetera, and add those issues. And then you're going to cap it with looking at the financial implications of what you're proposing. So you're following this all the way through, and at the end, you're going to summarize your conclusions and recommendations and put together a final report for senior leadership. This is the best class you'll ever take in a university setting. It's more and more impressive. The papers that we get out of here are really good, and students leave knowing that they can apply their entire MSA degree to something in the workplace. So you've got a theory to practice application right here before you. It will be a lot of fun, guarantee it. Some things that your project needs to be, it can't be too broad, okay? You got to pick a specific issue, like the feasibility of moving from in-house work to more telecommunicating type work. You know, something not too broad, something you can get your teeth into, but you can follow through the four core courses. It has to be contextual to the organization or department within. So you want it to apply to something you're doing or to an organization you've used to be in. It's not a yes/no question by no means. It's a feasibility. It's a new process. It's a new project. It's a new location for your business. It's a new product for your business. So it's something that you can study the feasibility. And remember, you got to be kind of like the CSI folks. You can't just look at an obvious answer because you may think you know the answer as soon as you start writing this paper. That's the worst thing you can do. You follow the literature, follow the studies that you do, follow the quantitative analysis that you do and qualitative analysis that you do, and come up with an answer based on what the data shows you. Okay, so keep following. This project will be something really good for the workplace if you make it that way. So start thinking about what problems there are in your workplace. It doesn't have to be a problem. It can just be something you're curious about. It could be motivation or something of that nature, or another organization you're familiar with. Ask the managers and leadership about the pressing issues in your organization. I suspect if you're the boss, then you're going to help. You can talk to people around you. But if you're not the boss, I suspect your boss will be really interested in this project. You might be able to do something that the organization's wanted to look at for years and have not had the manpower or time to do it. So kill two birds with one stone. Earn your degree at Central Michigan University and put out a good product for your organization. Start reading the literature early. Once you decide on your topic, try to find everything you can, and then kind of divide it into piles. You know, this is the strategic implications. This is the cultural, multicultural implications. This is the organizational dynamic implications. This paper goes into finance. Start reading early, and start pulling as much literature from the CMU library as you can. Think of issues with people, processes, or product. This is what your map is going to look like, okay? You've got your main problem, you've got your main research questions. This is actually a template of it. Um, and make sure the administration and it's administrative and it relates to your concentration. So whatever you're concentrating in, kind of bring that in, but trust me, that's not going to be difficult, okay? Any of our concentrations is going to fit in almost any issue you come up with at work. um, MSA 601, we start out with 603, the strategy plan. So you come up with main research questions and then you tie um, your research questions in 603 to the main research questions. And the same with 604, 601, 602. And then you're going to tie it all together into recommendations and conclusions. So this is kind of what it looks like when you get done. The main problem is you're having issues with motivation and retention in your call center. Okay, big issue in a lot of companies. Then the research question. This is one. How can XYZ company design an employee development program for our call center that improves motivation and retention and has a positive return on investment? So you kind of bringing in strategy, uh, organizational dynamics, the multiculturalism, and finance right there in your main research question. Um, and then you go on and you tie. Now you'll have some sub-research questions. You're not going to go by with one main research question. You have a main research question and some sub-questions to go along with that. And then you go into 603. And you might want to conduct a strength, weakness, opportunities, or threats analysis in your company. That might be a big part of your first paper. That could be the analysis. Remember, you have to do some form of analysis in every paper. The SWOT analysis could be your analysis. How will the program be incorporated into the company's vision, mission, strategic goals? So you're looking at it strategically, straight out of your textbook. And then you move on to 604. How can we effectively take multicultural approach to the program? Important when you're manning and training in your workforce. Okay, um, go to the org behavior. How can Maslow's hierarchy of needs be utilized? Another good one is Hertzberg's needs theory. Hertzberg's needs theory has satisfiers and dissatisfiers, and it lends itself perfect for analysis in a short paper like this. And in finance, what are the budget and ROI? So see, you're going to have to do some kind of analysis, but you don't have to do any kind of major statistical package. SWOT analysis, looking into how we're going to approach multiculturalism, how can Maslow's hierarchy of needs, how do you look at the budget and ROI? These are all analysis, so you're in good shape if you do that. Okay, look at the map and you see. So that's our course in a nutshell. That's what we're up against. I look forward to working with you this term. You have my phone number in the syllabus and in the course. Please call me, email me, text me if you need to on my cell phone. And then if you do call me and I don't answer, make sure you leave a voicemail. And this is Dr. Don Ford. What you see is what you get. I'm looking forward to working with you, and thank you very much.